now. All right, welcome to the Go Shelby County and MSVDN 4 Forum. We're getting here today with our special guest, Mr. Bill Drennan, and I'm Brian Watson, founder of MSVDN, and our other three men are here with us. There's Vernon. Vernon, who are you with again? Can you hear me, brother? Vernon is on vacation and remote and is struggling to stay on. We're moving on to you, Mr. Robbie. Here we go.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Robbie Yates here. Hey, we couldn't hear Vernon.
Yeah.
Robbie Yates, the co-founder of Fallout. We have, as Brian said, we have Bill Drennan with us today from Capital Financial Group, and looking forward to getting to know more about Bill and what all you have to do and services you provide. So, Bill, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Bill, I know we spoke not too long ago, and it was interesting just to hear what kind of led you into being a financial advisor. I feel like most people don't wake up and say, "This is my calling, my passion." What led you into that?
Yeah, I wish I had a bolt of lightning or something that brought me into the business. It wasn't quite like that. It was actually the recession of 2009. And at that time, I was in the sales and marketing business, training business. And with the recession, a lot of clients stopped using our training. And I needed to find a different job. And I became a sales trainer for Northwestern Mutual, and that's how I got in the business. I did that for a short period of time and said, hey, I think I can be a financial planner, financial advisor. So I switched at that time.
Is there a certain type of industry or niche or niche, however you want to say it, that you work well with, or you kind of help any and all people out?
Yeah, I mean, anybody that crosses my path, if there's anything I can do to help them, I'm going to do. I tend to gravitate more to small business owners or closely held businesses, and try to serve them and help them the best I can.
Well, that's amazing you do that for the small businesses, because I know sometimes they need help, and it's especially tough. They have enough on their plate as it is, and then so if you can come in and alleviate that stress on that. So how does that work for, like, if I'm a small business owner, to help me out as far as my finances?
Yeah. So my approach is kind of work as a personal CFO for that business owner and look out for his own, personal wealth within the particular situation. So basically the way it works is there's some type of a problem, and for most people, they want to be financially independent or retire at some point, either by their choosing or maybe they have to get out for health reasons or help a loved one, something like that. So just everything around that to get them to be thinking about that and kind of analyze where they are and, where they want to be in the future and help them get there. And there's lots and lots of pitfalls. One of the biggest pitfalls right now has been COVID. And that's disrupted many businesses and many investment accounts, things like that. So that's where we help.
Oh, that's amazing. And the stuff that you help out with, is it more of what they have they're taking the income out of the business that they receive for themselves, or is it just overall view of, hey, this is what's going on within your business, and then you find where they can have some extra change for themselves for investment and possibly their employees?
Yeah. So for me, it primarily starts with that business owner, and it's a comprehensive, deep analysis of where he or she is at the time. And then, where they're going, and different strategies to help them get there. So most business owners, I shouldn't even say most, a lot of business owners, their money is in their business. It might be in the property, the building that they operate out of. And it's complex. It's not just all sitting in a particular investment account or bank account, something like that. So it's somewhat complex, but it's at some point they're going to have to turn that into money to help support them when they're no longer in that business.
Yeah, selling with all the moving parts that go into it, it seems like you have to do some really I like to call it active listening, to really pay attention to their needs
Yeah.
and wants, so you can kind of figure out where they go instead of saying, "Hey, this is what I do. Your box, you belong here." I feel like you have to really hone into their needs.
Very, very much so. Yeah, everybody's really, really different, and we all have different goals, and then our financial situations are on all ends of the spectrum. Lots of cash, no cash, lots of debt, no debt. Just a whole variety of things, and it's not good or bad. It's just there needs to be a plan in place, and there's quite a few people out there that have different investment solutions, have insurance solutions. I'm very much involved with that, but the very basic thing is and as crazy as this may sound, is just really getting clear on those goals, writing them down, and we all know that if we have a written goal, we are substantially more likely to achieve that goal. And then on top of that, if you have an accountability person, a family or a friend or whoever, to kind of check in with you on that goal. I always think about Disney, going to Disney World with your family, and everybody wants to do it. And it might be a dream in your head, but if you write that dream down and you start sharing that with your kids, and you're more likely to achieve that goal because you have lots of people cheering you on to make it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's my role. That's a big part of my role, documenting, getting that down, and then being an accountability for them.
Yeah, I like that. I don't know if Brian or Vernon have anything for you, but I couldn't agree more. I mean, you have to make that more tangible once you have it written down and try to achieve that goal. I love it.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Vernon, can you hear us now okay, bud?
I can. I for right now, the signal is working.
Vernon Castleton, and what company do you represent?
I'm with Nexa Mortgage, right here in Bartlett, Tennessee, servicing all of Tennessee. Bill, I got a question for you. You talked about you tend to attract the small business owner. Can you help the small business owner who, in his mind, is creating an asset for himself? Meaning he's going to be able to walk away from the business. It'll continue to generate income for him, even though he's not there day to day. Is that the type of client? Can you help that type of client as well?
Yes, but a big part of that, Vernon, is there's a lot of pieces to kind of make that happen. So there's some examples where a second generation will take over that business, and there may be a legal document in place that helps that person continue to receive some type of income, or they may just make a complete sale of the business. And then once that sale is made, then that money can be kind of put in different buckets to help with their lifestyle, help live the lifestyle.
So in your experience, nearly every business owner gets to the end at some point or another, where either it's passed on to the second generation or the business is sold off.
Or the third thing is it's just shut down. There are literally some businesses that when that founder or that person running that business is no longer there, then that business goes away.
Okay. And so by meeting with you, you can help them. I would assume that the third option is the worst of the three that happens, but you can help them make that transition. Yeah.
And the biggest part is kind of like what I've said, just getting them to think about that. And, today, I think most of us today, not most, but a lot of us today, we can work longer than in the past because it's more it's more mental work. We may have a lot of social at work going on. So people just aren't necessarily ready to step away. So they may work longer, which is great. But at some point, either their health reasons may force them out. If they're a part owner of the business, another partner may force them out. There's just, again, it's somewhat
Are you doing it or am I doing it?
All right, well, that wraps up our 10-minute session of the 4 at 4 forum. I can personally tell you myself that Bill is phenomenal with figuring out all the buckets in your life and where to put what to make sure you exactly come out the way you want financially. He's even got this thing called the Mack Truck book of what would happen if you got hit by a Mack truck. He kind of covers all kinds of different ways and bases to really look out for your financial and personal well-being. So I'll leave Bill's contact information with this video. Want to thank Robbie for another phenomenal job of being the interviewer. Great questions, Vernon. And register your company today with MSVBN. And of course, I'll leave that link as well. Thank you all very much, guys.
I see y'all.
All right, here we go.